Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to a slightly somber video, only because it is the last episode of RuPaul's Drag Race UK, well, for now, because as we know, it has gotten renewed for a season 2. So starting the episode off, of course, Cheryl Hole has just gone home after failing to make over her sister Gina, allegedly, because she really didn't fail. She did a great job during that challenge, but it was her time to go. I don't really think she should have even made it to top 3, to be honest, but never mind. So our top 3 is the Vivienne, Bag of Chips, and Davina DeCampo. All 3 of them have 3 challenge wins, so it's a totally even playing field. They get their message from RuPaul trying to give them their cryptic message of what the challenge is gonna be, and they're all like, oh, I have no idea, what could it be? But I mean, they do the same thing every time for every season, so I thought it was obvious that it was going to be they were going to write a verse for RuPaul's song. So RuPaul comes into the workroom and tells the girls, it's official, you are going to be writing your own verse to one of my songs. RuPaul chose for the UK girls to do To the Moon, which is a great song. I think it's one of the stronger RuPaul songs, because RuPaul has a lot of music. A lot of it is really, really good, but some of it is like, not the most. Like, if I was on the show and we were doing this challenge and RuPaul was like, write a verse to Devil Made Me Do It, I'd be like, really? Out of all of your songs, that one? So, I'm glad they chose a good song for this. And we really don't see too much of them recording and writing their verses, because instead they show them recording their podcast with Michelle and Rue for What's the Tea? Which I haven't been listening to it, but I used to listen to the What's the Tea podcast a lot. I just kind of got bored with it. Bag of Chips is the first one in the podcast, and she talks about how she has only spoken to her mom 7 times in the past 10 years. Hence the tension last episode between the two of them. It explains a lot. I'm happy that we learned that, and I'm really hoping that this experience mended their relationship and made it stronger, and hopefully they have a better relationship after this. Baga really also talks about how she's not necessarily the most confident person, and how she's actually really surprised that she's made it to the top 3, let alone the fact that she's won 3 challenges. And RuPaul actually gets up and gives her a little hug and like a kiss on the cheek, and then like rubs her ear, and there's a whole I'm your new mommy now kind of a moment, and it's very sweet. It was a little weird, though, because Bag of Chips is a grown man, but RuPaul was kind of treating Baga like a child. Nonetheless, it was still sweet and very kind of RuPaul, and a very endearing moment. Davina DeCampo during the podcast is consistently confident, and she's talking about the same shit that she's been talking about the past couple episodes, that she is a great singer, she's a great performer, she's a great choreographer, great dancer, great blah 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 blah. And yeah, she's just very confident. Rightfully so. The Vivienne goes into more detail about her past issues with addiction, specifically her addiction to ketamine, which is crazy, and I think she said that she was 2 years sober at this point, which is just absolutely incredible, and I'm so proud of Vivienne. I was Team Vivienne this whole time, so it's great to see her have some humility, because throughout the competition it was getting a little hard to root for Vivienne, so this was, I think she knows what she's doing. She knew to share this situation in this moment. I don't know. And they go to learn their choreography with 2 hot brothers who were on Strictly Come Dancing UK, and from what I've also gathered, the one taller one, the hotter one, was also on Love Island, so. And I looked at their Instagrams, and they both have like over 1 million followers, and I understand why. Both very good looking. The younger one, the taller one, was definitely the yummier one as well. So, and straight off the bat, when they start giving the choreography, it seems so intense. But then, cutting ahead, when they actually do the number, all of that really crazy choreography isn't even done by them. It's done by like the backup dancers. Like, they just do that to scare the girls, I think. Davina is clearly gonna kill it, considering that she is a professional choreographer, allegedly. And she is absolutely incredible. She's like Katya and Regi Wrote You, and everyone else was like Alaska and Detox and Roxy, just like, fuck, what do we do now? And now I do have to confess that I actually like Break Up Bye Bye better than To the Moon. And I've came to the conclusion that I think that they should really just have like one challenge like that per season, so that way some of the queens don't like exhaust all the good and currently relevant lyrics and references that they could use in their verses, if you know what I mean. In the performance, nobody's verse really stood out to me. Everybody did good. Everybody's voice sounded good. We all know that all three of them are great singers. Bag of Chips' verse was not as good as her verse in Break Up Bye Bye. Vivian's verse was not as good as her verse in Break Up Bye Bye. I liked Davina's verse in this one better than I did in Break Up Bye Bye. But I feel like Davina and everything Davina does is kind of like outdated to me. Like the way she dresses and the way she does her makeup and even the way she sings, it just seems kind of outdated. And it didn't seem that it was in place with the other two verses and the rest of the song. I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. But I felt like everybody did really well in the performance, but what I did not understand was why the fuck they were wearing those outfits. Oh my god. And why was Bag of Chips' ugly tinsel outfit gold when Vivian and Davina were wearing blue? Did they make those for that purpose? Were they given those? I would really like to know. After the girls finish doing their number, they get judged, of course. And they do what they've been doing the past couple seasons where they have a baby picture of you and you give advice to your past self, which is so sweet and so cute. But honestly, it's always kind of like corny. Like I feel like at this point it's so like we've heard their sob stories enough already that we don't need to hear it again. So I don't really care about this whole moment, so let's not really talk about it. The other queens are back. And they're back just to kiki and have a good time. And everybody looks really, really good. Everybody looks great. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Nobody really looked horrible. I was happy. I was impressed with everybody's look. There was a cute moment when they all joked around saying that they were going to choose the top two. And I kind of hoped and wished that they really did. I felt like that would have been a good twist. We didn't have any crazy twists this first season, which I guess, you know, it's good. They did have some kind of giant twist. I feel like people wouldn't be happy. Moving on to the runways. So first up on the runway was Gothy Kendall, and of course, I think we all know that she's always gonna look fabulous, and she of course did. She looked absolutely incredible. I loved her hair, her makeup was great, I loved the outfit, the no titties with just the pasties. I'm a really big fan of that look. If you could pull it off. Some people really can't, but they still do it. Not naming names. But as you could tell by like my looks usually, I'm always really into the whole monochromatic thing. I loved the whole all white. Wearing white is very bold as a drag queen. Gothy Kendall probably has a lot of makeup on her face and probably makeup on her chest and everything. So it's very risky to wear white. She looked great though. Scaredy Kat was next. And the outfit was great. I actually really liked Scaredy Kat's outfit, and I really, really enjoyed, wait, okay, let me take that back. I didn't really like her outfit. It was okay. But I did really like her hair, and that interesting hat slash half up, half down look that she was rocking. That looked really good. However, her makeup was definitely still on the harsh side. That will come with time. So I'm not gonna complain about it any more than I've already done when she was on the show. After Scaredy Kat was Vinegar Strokes, because obviously if you can't tell by now, they're going in order from which they got eliminated. Vinegar Strokes looking the best that she's looked throughout the season. However, I still don't really love the look, particularly because that look is kind of tired at this point. I feel like a lot of queens have done that look a lot better. A lot of actual celebrities have done that look on the red carpet a lot better. Just that kind of that specific shaping with the tulle on the arm like that and that big overdone tulle skirt. We've seen it a lot. So, Something Wong looked absolutely fabulous. I loved her pink kimono. Did it have like fur on the sleeve and like on the skirt of it? It was interesting. It was not just like a regular kimono, and it was very, very pretty. I think that Something Wong should try doing some looks sans breastplate, so that way she doesn't have to wear a necklace, because I feel like the necklace made the whole look a little busy, but without it, it would have looked a lot more effortless and put together and polished. You know, that's her drag. If she likes the breastplate, rock it, girl. After Something was Crystal, And honestly, I was a little disappointed in Crystal's look. I thought that that leather dress, she probably sewed it herself, but that's a very simple thing to make, honestly. It was okay. It wasn't the best. It was very simple. I didn't like the shoe choice with it. I thought she should have had something that didn't... whatever. It was fine. I didn't really care about the shoes that much. But I did not like the robe with it. I didn't think the robe really matched. And again, I feel like we've seen a lot of those, like, sugar daddy robes or whatever the fuck you want to call them. So, it was okay. And the best look of all of the returning queens was obviously Blue Hydrangea. Her mug was perfect. Her hair was perfect. The outfit was dramatic. And it was a lot, but it was still not too much. It was such a strong look. And I'm such a fan of Blue Hydrangea. I think that she really should have made top 4 over Cheryl. But I don't think they would have given her top 4 over Cheryl because Blue obviously would have killed a makeover challenge because she is a look queen. So I'm not going to say anything else about that. And then after Blue, our last girl was Cheryl Hole wearing a carpet reveal. I didn't really understand it. I actually liked the look better when it was on. Like, it just looked like she had a bunch of big feather boas, and if she just took the whole thing off and was in, like, a bra and panties, then that would be fabulous, but I didn't really like that reveal. After the reveal was done, which she did struggle with it a little bit, you could see she did, like, one of the flaps, and the other one she was like, oh fuck, and had to do the other one after. But after she did the reveal, the look was still just, it was okay. It was one of her strongest looks for sure. Of course, her hair and makeup looked great. Moving on to the top 3, the Vivian looked absolutely... hold up, I was gonna say she looks absolutely flawless. The dress and the mug... flawless. I have no critique, no complaint. However, I did not necessarily love her hair choice. I thought it needed more height. Maybe that first bump in the front maybe should have been a little lower. But that's the only critique that I have on the whole look, because it was pretty much flawless. DDC in her Union Jack outfit, it was a really cool look, really well made. I don't know if it was made of actual deconstructed, like, Union jackets, or if it was fabric that was painted and designed to look like that. But whatever it was a really well executed look. But I did not like you could tell that the gauntlets and the neck piece were built onto the dress because of a nude illusion that she had on. And when she would raise her arms, like kind of how I'm doing right now, it looks like shit because it doesn't fit. I'm not saying that Davina's looked like shit, I'm talking about me right now. You could tell that the nude illusion part didn't necessarily fit her that well, because when she would lift her arms up, there was a lot of space in between the garment and her actual body. That's unfortunate, but it's not that big of a deal. She could just keep her arms down. However, she chose to lift her arms quite a bit during the episode. And finally was Bag of Chips in Cheryl's wig, and not the best dress, but it was a good dress for Bag of Chips. I wish that it was longer. I loved the color, and I really liked the sleeve shape. There was a moment that you could see that she had no panties on through the slit when she was, like, doing that at the end of the runway. You could see through the slit, and you could see that she had no panties on, and it was just, like, Barbie doll puss. That's always an unfortunate mishap as well, but not the end of the world. So it is officially time to crown the first winner of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Drumroll please. Brrr. Obviously, it was the Vivian. I think that everybody kind of expected the Vivian to make top 3 and to win. Even before the cast was officially announced, and I of course was up on all the rumors and all the hot goss. So I knew that the Vivian was casted, and I knew she was gonna kill it. I was rooting for the Vivian before the cast was announced, so I'm so pleased with the outcome. I know a lot of people are kind of disappointed that Davina didn't win because Davina had the best track record because she never lip-synced. But I definitely think that if there is UK All-Stars, Baga and Vivian and Blue will definitely be the first 3 people that they will have on it. But I think that they should put the girls who didn't win the UK season on an American All-Stars. I think that would be really cool, really fun, really different. I'm very happy with the outcome of the season. I thought that the Vivian definitely deserved the win. She killed the competition. She had like one stumble and landed in the bottom, but absolutely annihilated the lip sync. Let me just say that the lip sync song that the Vivian had is a really, really hard song to lip sync. That Little Mix one, girl, don't even. So that is the end of all of the Drag Race UK reviews. I'm going to, of course, have other videos coming that are not necessarily Drag Race related, but of course, still drag related. So stay tuned for all of that. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed all of the Drag Race UK reviews. I know that there are a lot of people who are doing reviews on YouTube of the Drag Race episodes now, so I'm happy that you guys came to my channel to watch my review. I'm very, very lucky to have my great audience, oh my god. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next video. Make sure that you leave a comment, tell me what you think of my look, tell me what you think of the winner, tell me if you think that Davina was robbed. Let me know, I would love to know. And make sure that you like the video. If you didn't like it, go ahead and dislike it. I don't really give a fuck. Do you, boo? And most importantly, you guys, make sure that you follow me on Instagram. Of course, the link will be in the bio. I love you so much. Again, thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.